Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going at it alone because Mr. Husband didn't want to help me because I can't film on the tablet because I'm going to show you how to make a really good pie. That was my best Cartman. Wasn't he that said, "Shut your pie hole"? I don't know. It's starting out weird already. Alright, if you are so inclined and fortunate to have one of these, woo, I was going to say lock it, because if you don't, you'll make a mess. So it's always important to lock it, especially when you're moving it to and fro, because if you get your finger caught in there, you are done. So what we're going to make today is I'm going to take pudding, because everybody likes a little shaky pudding, right? We're going to mix that up with lemon. There's our sweetener. This is a pie hack. And I'm using a lot of less sugar stuff, if you can see here, since I was left alone with no one to film for me. I'm giving him shit. He'll come in here in a minute, show his 8-year-old ass. Anyway, no sweetener, none of that. Oh. Because, you know, when you have a helper, it helps, but not today. So anyway, you're going to start off, let me get these out of the way. I had to open everything because I figured he would be more inclined to his beer and sitting on his behind. As you can tell, I'm very upset with Mr. Chapeau, which is a Portuguese word that I can't say in American. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to beat 2 cups of cold milk per box. So I have 2 boxes. So we're going to go here. Yeah, because the cameraman would have been great. Being a bitch about it. Okay, so here's cup 1. Don't worry, this don't bake or rise. Because for some reason, oh, here's my Sunday dinner. He did make me broccoli and a macaroni and cheese pie. And then something's up with my oven. There's been something said about your oven is either hot or cold. And this was a lemon bar cake mix. And look how it did on the side when it said don't grease your pan. So, yeah, that's pretty gnarly. So anyway, I wanted some of that and a little bit of that. So back to the cake. So, pie, I'm sorry. 1 cup. Okay, hard to do by yourself. Don't worry, I'll thank him like an asshole at the end. Any other time. So you put 2 cups of milk in there. Now, so we don't have no milk in the house, what I do is, this is let me check the date, make sure it ain't got something floating in it. Looks mighty good. Where are the dates on these things? Oh, wasting time. That's alright, we're going to be here for a hot minute. Oh, shake it. Come on, shake it, baby, shake it. Okay. So what I do instead of 2 cups of milk when I have this stuff, because I've just about lost my taste for coffee. But I do like the new V8s. Alright, so remember, we're going to have 4 cups of milk. This will do. And it'll give it a little bit more flavor to savor. Okay, and if I measured right, which I did, ooh, that's up there. We're going to go ahead and, nope, yep, nope. Got to pull a cobra, you got to get it all out. But don't worry, I'm not going to suck on that like he does. Ooh, how gross. Alright, so here's cup number 4. Now, set that to the side because we're going to make a mess. But first and foremost, make sure you can get any brand. This is just what he brought home. This is a 10-inch pie pan, which our goodies will go into. And thank God for these, right? So what I'm going to do is, oh, I need my chair. You would think he would help a cripple girl, but no. I'm going to be a bitch about it all afternoon. Anyway, he don't care, neither do I. Alright, so are we in lockdown? Nope. I've had this thing for many years, and it makes the best cake because it whips so much air, and I think here in the new house versus where we were at before, it's still hot as balls and the humidity's up. But with the house being central air versus my old house, which had air conditioning units, which was blowing mold, which is what gave me mold illness in my lungs, the cakes rose better over there. But anyway, alright, so here on these, if you're fortunate to have them, even used, I mean, this thing got a little growtiness on it, but it has sat for years. So I'm going to go ahead and start on, I love it when I film on potato. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly put the pudding in, slowly. And this is a 4.5 cup serving. So what I'm going to do is lay that there, and let's just get on with it. Okay, there's one. I want to get some air in that, because by the time you add the cream cheese, it's going to become very dense. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just look at the drippage. Yeah, because we're still early into it. Now I'm going to add this slowly, because I don't have a cameraman. Okay, lock her back up. Start low, because you don't want to wear this stuff, trust me. Oh, I almost lost it. Okay. I mean, poor thing, I got stenosis in my neck and ankylosis spondylitis in my entire spine, so standing and sitting and seeing what I'm doing while holding a phone and making a dessert, you would think it would help. But no! Okay. So we're going to let that mix on that. Looks like we got a little bit of leftover milk. Get it all in there. Food's high. Alright. So let's check the drippage. Well, let's run her up a little bit. We're going to pretend we're in my heavy Chevy. Now, the non-dairy, wait a minute, let's see, is this non-dairy or not? Oh boy, no wonder I quit drinking coffee. This has soybean oil, something I can't even, a milk derivative. Was there something wrong with milk? Was there no cows that day? What the hell? Carrageenan, diglyceride. I take a pill for diglycerides. What the hell? It contains a milk derivative. Wow. This is why I use canned cream in my coffee. Alright, so how are we looking? Now, oh God, I hope he didn't get me a cook. Okay, it's instant. Because if he bought me a cook, because I asked him to get me the ingredients, so. Okay, that's a little thin. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, okay. Rag, please. Ugh. Would have been nice to have had a fucking cameraman. No. I'm gonna bitch the whole way through. Anyway, he's not a tube. He's not even into tube. He likes to drink his Coors and play some stupid game all the time. And yes, I'm still pissed that he wouldn't be my cameraman. Because it's 9 minutes, I could have had this done with a cameraman, but no. Alright, that feels and looks a little bit viscous. And I did not, so we're just going to lay this over here. Okay, so if you don't believe me, okay, come on. Okay, beat 2 cups. So that was 2 cups milk, 2 cups that, because it's going to give it that little vanilla oomph. That's trash. What I'm going to do now is we're going to swap that in there that way. Let that hit the trash pile. Wait a minute. We need that. Okay. And then we're just going to add the other one. Just slop it on in there. I got to have some kind of workspace. I got a wheelchair up my ass and trash everywhere. I can't believe he did not help me. Oh well. Ain't that right, wifeys? Okay. Trying not to make a mess and film myself. So, alright, back to the chain gang. Got my wheelchair. As you can see, there I am. Yay! Alright. Now, remember, getting it on my hands. Alright. And this, if you have the complete one, and this is the early ones. I bought this back when Martha Stewart came out with her first cookbook, which is awesome, but I don't eat half of that frou-frou shit that she eats because I don't vacation in the Hamptons or Calabasas, so we all out here in the country. So anyway, let's make sure we're locked down. Nope. Okay, over here you'll see. And if you really, I mean, you can make this with a mixer, but I mean, that's so 1975. There was another company, I can't remember who it was, maybe Corning or some. There was another mixer that was not like this, but had a glass bowl. Now, I have the glass bowl, but what happened to the old mixer, I don't know. So we're locked in. But if you do have the attachments, you can make sausage. What I want is a refrigerated one, but I have a Yonana's machine, which makes ice cream out of bananas. All right, we're going to start early because we're going to start on one. Because if I was to hit turbo speed, I'd be wearing that. And I'm hoping 2 is enough. We're about to FAFO. And let me see, where is have you ever, I keep telling him quit putting that there. But see, when you come disabled and your husband thinks that the kitchen is all to himself, men do not keep house like women do, unless they're single, and then chances are they probably had a mama taught them. My boys did, and they would help mama film. But they're off living their life. We're going to stick you over here. Okay, hang on. Wheelchair life. There. Ta-da! Alright. Now, she's looking a little lumpy. And while I'm forcing you to watch this, how's your Sunday going? I don't even know if you can hear me over this, but what you want to do before it gets too thick, and I may add another cream cheese, is, mash it up off the wheelchair. Mash it together at the bottom to make sure. The only thing about KitchenAid that I don't like is this is usually in the way. So, you got to be real skinny over here, and then, you got Narnia on one side and the hallway on the other. I don't know where I come up with this stuff. All right. Now, we're going to give it the old finger taste, because the pudding's going to add a little sweetness to it. Alright, gonna try it. You want to try it? Go ahead, get your lick. Oh, that's good enough. I'm only going to add just a little bit of this, because right now it tastes fine with the pudding. But you do want it to be a little bit sweet. So there's that. Make sure we get that off. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Alright, here we go. Now I'm starting to sweat. Ugh, sorry, y'all. This is a video that I'll post in a day or so, but I don't feel good today. And I wanted to do something else. Okay, so we're locked down. I'll start it out on stir. I wished I had my Rob Halford voice. I would sing Turbo Lover right now. Alright. Okay, wow, it's really going to town now. Woohoo! Alright, so I went to do it too hard, and pardon me, I do have lupus arms, but I got a spot right there, so I had to turn it down because I didn't want to cheesecake the house, just the bellies. So, oh, now that's the drip you want. Now let's, once again, scrape the sides. I believe I'm going to have to raise some hell because I can't hold this camera and, oh, I'm making a mess. I can't hold this camera and pour it up, so. Alright, got to switch our sides down. Make sure you get all that goodness spread out. And sometimes you can just rack off your little thing. But these things are messy, but they are good when you go to pour it up. Alright, back over there with you. Wow, it didn't seem like I put 2 in, but I did. Let's do the finger wipe test. Oh, you don't need no more than that, especially if you're diabetic, because this is a no-no for me, but I'll be able to have just a little bite or two. But you saw me open the can, so don't put no more than this in there if you can help it. Now, because I didn't want it just to taste like, you know, dead, dry cheesecake, I thought I would put, again, I could use the cameraman because this is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to let you see, but I'm going to show you how much I use. Oops, it went over the counter. It's to be expected. Okay, lemon extract. And dirty hands. So, while that's doing its lemon thing, we're going to let that do that. While I clean up my hands, I'm going to put you on an edit right quick. And we're back. Okay, whew. Just think a 10-minute video took twice as long because I had no help, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to let it go to town a little bit. And that's on 6. Pardon the filth, I haven't used it probably in about 10 years. Good and cold. Alright, lift up once again. Oh, there you go. I'm wondering if I need another thing of cream cheese. Let me give it the old finger swipe. Oh, here he comes. Come here, honey, try this. I always got to hold on. Ask them to do something, buy their books, send them to school. They go, what do? They prefer recess. I'm being a nag of a wife because I didn't feel good. And he didn't be my cameraman, but I'm fixing to loop him in. Alright. Alright. So now what we want to do, with peace and love, I may have to put this for this, and I can't hold this and that, and what would have took 10 minutes is now I'm at the 20 minutes and I'm sweating. So I need your help. Okay?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, he'd rather be doing something else. Alright, so let's get the sides and make sure everything's good to go. I think I seen a little bit of that. Come here, honey. You got dip in?
Yeah.
He's always got dip in. Can you taste that? What's it need?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to have to make a part 2 because this is time consuming, and he's not the best cameraman, but he is here, so and I just wanted him to taste it. I was kidding earlier. We're in love, aren't we, honey? Anyway, I was doing it to tease him and aggravate him, but alright, so stay tuned for part 2 because in part 2, I'm going to put that in there with some lemon embellishment. Then we're going to put the lid on it and let it sit overnight, and if he's lucky, I might let him have some pie. Cameramen usually get the biggest piece of pie. Say something smart and funny because you're that kind of guy.
Cameraman don't give two rats' ass about what size piece of pie it is.
Nor did he care when he helped me eat the lemon. Anyway, wifed him, hussed him. We're in love, we just banter. So I'll be back for part 2. Please stay tuned. This was hot and sweaty. And poor thing, she can't go out. This is how I make a lot of my videos. Because, you know, mine don't work. Woohoo! Alright, so see you on the second one. Remember, it's lemon.